Hello. Um, Greetings and salutations, one and all. Coming to you live from Bismarck, North Dakota. It's been a while since I've done one of these live things. I figured I'd do it. I actually have a place I can go live and not have lots of distractions. But I got time, cool stuff going on. I got a lot of live shows coming up. I've got to do some pretty crazy, weird stuff this summer so far, and we're going to talk about it. Thank you for the glasses. I'm an old person. I need glasses, and this is what I got. I should probably actually clean those off. So anyway, I'm in Bismarck, North Dakota, and you might be saying, Rodney, why are you in Bismarck, North Dakota? Well, I've been asking myself that very same thing all day. No, I have a friend who has a roofing company called Sing Roofing, Harvey Singh, and we made a commercial last month, and he's been showing it around here. It's been doing really well for his business, so we wanted to do a follow-up commercial. So I came up here to film some commercials for Harvey Singh. So I'm hanging out here, and he set me up with the gig today. Volunteer. I didn't get paid for this one, but I did a retirement home, and it was fun. Retirement home comedy is a little bit different because the people, a lot of them are there because they have nothing else to do, and the majority of them are in wheelchairs, so they can't leave unless somebody pushes them out because they can't go under their own power. So you got that. They're a captive audience. Whether or not they're paying attention or care, whole different story. But it's fun. It's fun doing the retirement homes because usually they just get weird entertainment. So to have actual entertainment, which I am, coming in and doing some comedy, a lot of fun. So I did that today. Hello, Idaho, Calgary, Canada. Thank you. What kind of books you like to read, and also, what's your favorite book? That's a good question. Well, I do a lot of driving, and so I do Audible quite a bit. And mostly the books I listen to on Audible are either philosophy or psychology. Well, let me pull up my Audible account here real quick. There we are. I don't want to rate it right now. Becoming Supernatural is one that I'm currently reading. Mind Hacking Happiness, Thinking Fast and Slow, Fear and Trembling by Soren Kierkegaard, that kind of stuff. Man's Search for Happiness. I also carry books with me when I travel because, you don't always have you don't have to listen all the time. So I do enjoy reading. I carry scriptures with me, Bible, Book of Mormon, that kind of stuff. Hello, Pittsburgh, Milwaukee. Hello. My favorite movie of all times is, well, let's see. You know what? I'll put it out there. It's probably Back to the Future. I watch that movie more than I would say it's Back to the Future and Paint Your Wagon. And the reason I like Paint Your Wagon is because it was something my mom used to watch all the time. And as a kid, so anytime it came on, we would watch Paint Your Wagon. So I enjoy the music from it. It's a silly story. I just love it. But yeah, Back to the Future. I think the reason I like Back to the Future, it came out when I was in high school, and it was the first movie that you just really I don't know, just really connected. It was just a fun, silly movie, and I enjoyed it very much. Hello from Fargo. Hopefully you can check. Oh my goodness, Shirley, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. You have no idea how much that helps me, particularly right now. I've had kind of a weird summer. Um, you wear the Norma Stay shirt. That's awesome. Thank you. Um, it's been a weird summer. Well, it started off with a bunch of cancellations of gigs, and then two cars broke down. My car and my wife's car broke down, and each car cost us $5,000 to get them fixed. And we did not have. We had saved up the money. My Jeep had been broke down for a year because I didn't have the money to fix it, and I finally got the money to fix it. And then while it's in the shop, her car breaks down, and we couldn't really function with no vehicles running. So we had to put up the money to fix hers, and then fix mine. So that was 10 grand, right? And I'll be honest with you, I haven't recovered from that one yet. So that was kind of a bummer. So thank you very much for the $50. This is um, very, very kind of you. Um, but I've had got to do some cool stuff. So I'm working. So I'm trying to book as many shows as I can. And here's the other thing. In the middle of that, unbeknownst, just sort of just weird circumstances, I ended up having a couple gigs cancel on me for odd reasons, and rescheduled, actually postponed. But because of that, lose the income from those, and so now I've got to go. So anyway, what happened was I have more money going out than I had coming in, and I'm still kind of upside down on stuff, trying to catch up on things. So thank you is my point for the donation. Yeah, skip nest. Yeah, it just happens. I mean, it's just part of life. Things break down. It's just there's no getting around it in life. Things just don't always go the way you want them to. But some things that have gone extremely well. I've had a great summer. I'll be honest with you. I got to throw out a baseball first pitch for a baseball game in Beloit, Wisconsin, the Sky Carp, and it was just really cool. I'd never thought I'd ever do something like that. So that was pretty cool. Um, I'm not that special. That everybody's got problems, and I'm not that. So it was really my favorite. It helped me a lot, and I showed a lot of people. Thank you. Well, hey, Shay guy, is that what it is? Um, yeah, I think that's overall reaching message that I want to convey is that we're all special in our own little way, but because we're all special, then none of us are special. And take some pressure off yourself. The world is not depending on you for its survival. It's going to go on with or without you. Um, so just enjoy this life. People worry about dying. Well, I'm not worried about dying. When you die, you die. It's over. It's over. But as I've heard many times, I'm not concerned about dying. I'm concerned about not living while I have the chance. And so if you're always worried about dying, you're always concerned about that, well, then you're missing out on living. And then what's the point of not wanting to die if you're not bothering to live while you're here because you're always scared about dying? And just enjoy your life. Have a good time. Don't hurt anybody. You don't need to hurt yourself. And do it. But thank you for the prayers. I really do. I do appreciate the prayers. I appreciate the prayers, the thoughts, the happy uh, uh, vibes that are people putting out. I feel it. I know it. I love it. I love you people very much, and I hope that you feel the same for me. Um, I got to tell you about this. I got to do a guest announce at a big race in Montana, the Montana 200. My friend Nick Kayette, who is a comedian, I met him a few years ago, and we were doing a gig together, and we got talking about life. And he was telling me he runs this, or his family has a race car track, and he's the announcer. And I was like, hey, I know this whole scenario. My family ran a racetrack when I was in high school, and I was the announcer, and one of the announcers. I was the co-announcer. I was the lackey announcer. With the guy named Gator Joe. He was the main guy, and then I was his support staff, if you will. And so anyway, I got to go and hang out with him for a weekend and guest announce at this big race, the Montana 200. We had a great time. My brother and his daughter, my niece Madison, came with us. And then there was one of the race cars that was entered was an old friend of ours from a family friend who's been in racing with us for years. He used to be a next door neighbor to my grandparents, was in the race. And so we got to connect with him and hang out. My brother helped with his race car. And we just had a really great weekend. It was just a lot of fun hanging out with all those people up there. Awesome individuals, great friends, made some new friends, reconnected with old friends. It was just a great weekend altogether. We had a blast. So, but I'm having a good time. See, I'm checking up on the Clean Out Humor is refreshing. Thank you very much. Hello, Cincinnati, North Dakota. Welcome. Well, thank you, Solid. Okay, so what's going on with North Dakota? I'm here making some commercials for a friend, and because I'm here tomorrow night, Wednesday, I got the evening free, and I got to leave early Thursday morning to get to Washington. I'm doing shows in Bremerton and Ellensburg this weekend, and tickets are available for those if you're interested. You can go if you go to my page rodneynorman.com. Let me see if I can. I think I've got that. There we go. If you're interested in if you're interested in anything I got going on as far as merchandise or my where I'm going to be at, or if you want to contact me, if you want a personal greeting created, or I'm also on Cameo if you want to do that. And Cameo's running a special if you want to go there. I'll say stuff for you. Wish people happy birthday for you. So anyway, RodneyNorman.com. I got merch. It really helps me out. It really does. Everything and anything you can do. But I appreciate the free money. I'm not complaining for that. But if you really want to support me, go there and buy some merch. Wife, we make T-shirts. We got soap. The wife's been making soap, and we also got tallow cream. If you're into that, the tallow cream, she started making the tallow stuff, and it's been a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Darren Morgan, there you go. I need to get your shirt. Darren Morgan, he's right there. He's making the comments. He made a shirt for me, he designed did a painting, and the painting is just really cool. And we've taken his design, we've turned it into a T-shirt. So if you want a Darren Morgan T-shirt, it's available on there. If you go on the website, you'll see you can look up the T-shirt. I think we even called it the Darren Morgan shirt, but it's just really cool. The tallow's been pretty cool stuff. Thanks, Doug. He's used the soap. That's cool. Hey, friends, you Joe Love being live. Really appreciate you. Thanks so much. You're very much welcome, Randy. Like I said, I'm doing shows. I'm hawking my merch, and I'm taking in live donations, whatever it takes. They tell me I got to go live more to so that people see my videos because my view. You know what? Everybody's down. I think most of the platforms are going to more ads, and so you have to buy views now. It's kind of what they're pushing you towards. And so unless you go like super mega viral, you're pretty much just stuck where just a handful of your people get to see your videos. So if you haven't been seeing my videos, you got to go watch a couple of them, make a comment or two, and then they'll go, oh, that person's actually interested. Just because you follow me doesn't mean you'll ever see my stuff. Most of the time, you won't see my stuff. And it's not just me. It's not. Woe is me. It's just the algorithm. It's just business. It's just the way that things have changed. Because these platforms, you know what? They make money. It's what they do. Hey, thanks, Jacob. Sent me too, but coming to Tampa. I am coming to Florida. Let's say I'm going to Fort Myers. I'm going to be in Fort Myers. I don't think we've got anything scheduled in Tampa, but not that I'm against it. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. When am I going to be in? Marco Island and Fort Myers area. August 15th and 16th is when I'm going to be in Florida. Again, this is all available on my website. Check it out. Watch your videos, Rod. I'm Jake, not from Barrie, Ontario, Canada. Well, hello, Jake, not from State Farm. You get the notifications. Well, thank you. Thanks, Drew. Clay try insuring and subbing again. I'm not sure what that meant. Okay. Subbing on your website is selling out. Yeah, it's kind of, it keeps showing that it's sold out. And there's some of them that are sold out. We got to restock. The problem is it takes, you have to cure this stuff for like 9 weeks. So she'll make a batch and then she sells out and then we're gone all the time. So she doesn't have time to make all the stuff that she wants to make. So she's got new batches drying, and then when it's ready, because you can't sell it until it's ready. You know what I mean? Because you sell when it's not ready, and then it's not very good because it just dissipates really quick. So you got to let it harden up before you sell it. I've been here. I post every day. This is what I'm saying, people. I post every day. And I try to do at least 3 to 4 new videos every week. But I do repost other stuff because not everybody's seen everything I post. But I do try to post pretty regularly. But I do know that I'm not the face that any platform wants to be prominent on. So I get that. I'm an old white dude. I'm the last thing anybody wants to see when they pull up TikTok. So my views down, but I'll work around it. Just my goal, just make better content. That's what I'm trying to do. So thank you. How old are you? I don't mind telling people I am 56 years old. I just turned 56, June 3rd. Yeah, I think like I said, I'm not the face that anybody wants. Whether it's Facebook or Instagram. So it's just kind of weird. Again, I'm making stuff. I'm putting. I'm doing something new. We're launching this here very soon, but there's an app that you can get on your phone where you're going to get a daily audio recording. Um, and it's going to be a mixture. It's going to be some a lot of new stuff. In fact, before I post the video that I create for this app, you'll hear it. If you have the app, you'll hear the audio for that before anybody else does, before I post the video. But it's an app on your phone that you start every day, gives you a positive message from me. That's it. It's just on your phone. It's like an alarm. You you could set, I believe my understanding is you can set it to go give you the thing either when we post it or whenever you want to receive it. So it could be your wake up message every morning is a message from me. It's an app, and it's a subscription sort of thing. But every day you get a message from me, and it's fun. It's going to be fun. So it's a nice way you can support me and get a message from me. But it's just every day you'll get. Sometimes it's long, sometimes it's just very short. But it's just a positive message to start your day every day on your phone without having to go look for me or get on the app. It's just on your phone. Get on your phone, and it just pops up. It can go to it's a cool thing. We're launching it here very shortly. And I'm looking forward to it. Also coming up, I'm writing a book. Pre-sales for that are going to be up here pretty soon. It's going to be a book about philosophy and psychology, and it's really about just how to live your life. Have you had a spiritual awakening? So do you remember when? Sorry if that's unusual. No, it's not an unusual question. I would say that I've been what you would, I guess, would call a spiritually in tune person for most of my life. In fact, when I was a child, I haven't ever told anybody this. I've told a few people. I've never said this publicly, but I used to. I used to call it spirit surfing when I was a kid. I guess some people call it. I guess I don't know. Well, let's just say I've had many spiritual awakening experiences throughout my life, and I do what I can to continue to do so. But I keep them very personal, and I don't look at that I'm receiving guidance for anyone else's life except for my own, and I don't feel that it's my place to. I want to share this. This is why I'm writing a book. Is I want to share the experiences that I've had with other people, and I want to help people. But I'm not trying to start a religion. I don't want to be a cult leader or anything. But I do want to help people. So yeah, I'm doing what I can. I love flour and corn tortillas. I don't think there's a reason to have a preference. You can like both. Up in Palmer. Oh, okay. Palmer's not far from me at all. Palmer's just right next door. Yeah, I live in Stafford Springs, so I'm like, they're right there. Like I doubt that. But no, I do. I have no interest in becoming a cult leader. I don't mind helping people. And anyway, what does your wife make that needs to cure soap? Soap. It's soap. She makes soap. It takes 9 weeks after you've done it. I mean, it depends on what but this average. That's how you know you've been spiritually awakened. You don't want the guy just help. Yeah, I think so. I've really resisted writing the book because, like, every time I sit down and write it, I think, who did it? I struggle with this because it's like, well, who am I? Because it's like, I mean, there's so many great books out there, so many great writers, there's so many great philosophers and 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 things who've said that. It's like, well, what am I going to add to it? And so that's, I guess, that's what I've been dealing with, is just kind of second guessing myself quite a bit. There are kinds of music and what kind of bands you like. Okay, I think I go through phases with music. I love music. I just love listening to music. I listen to a lot of old country, like 60s, 70s, 50s, 40s, like going way back to the old days. But I also listen to a lot of modern music. I like to take at least one day a week where I just listen to whatever is the pop music currently. I also am always looking for new bands and new artists. Um, I love music. So, and it's country, um, rock, bluegrass. I'm into everything. It is easy to look at. You're young. Well, I do. I use tallow. I started using the tallow. Is that, and I also so I've got. I don't know if you, okay, you can see it right here. You see the white spots. I have vitiligo, and when I don't tan, when I'm just white, you don't notice me. You see here, I have several spots on my. It's most. This is probably where it's most prominent, is on my hand, but it's also right here in my forehead, and it's why I have prematurely prematurely gone gray. I started going gray when I was in high school, and for most of my life, I've dyed my hair. And I got to a point where I was like, why am I dyeing my hair? Who cares? And so I stopped dyeing it and just went gray really fast. So, so yeah, most people get in their 70s till they go as gray, and as I have been going. But it's because of that. It's because of the vitiligo. Same thing that you can really see it there. There's my hands. My hands are bony. I like my hands. Okay, so you can really see it there. Anyway, but I've been using the tallow as well lately. People are always telling me to get my hair cut. I was like, why? So I can be as boring as you? Why is it trustworthy? That's funny. Hey, Charlie, I'm just uh, hanging out in Bismarck, North Dakota. Just stop dreaming, just do it. Absolutely, you too, my friend. Good at moonwalking. I'm not bad. I'm not bad. I did do a music video with a friend of mine. We were dancing, and so we were or doing. If you haven't seen it before, it's out there. There's a music video of me dancing. Um, I used to dance when I was in college. In fact, I've been offered dance scholarships twice in my life. Not because I'm a good dancer, just because I was a male that was willing to do it, basically. Um, uh, but anyway, so we were dancing. And like I said, I've danced before. And one thing I learned very quickly is that I'm not in dance shape. I'm okay. I get on a treadmill and do an hour on a treadmill, and but that is not dance shape. It takes a lot of energy to dance. I have a lot of respect for dancers because dang, I was wore out. We danced for like 15 minutes and I wiped me out. I was uh, I was having some issues dancing. I thought, oh, of course I can just dance around for 5 minutes. Oh my goodness. Whew, that was a rough day. That was a rough day. Get through that. It was fun. Not creating something new. It's about creating already about remembering and keeping memory alive. I do believe I agree with you. Um, and then on yourself or showing your lowest strength. Yes, I agree, and that's where I've come to it. It's not about what I have to say. It's about saying. It's about how I say what's already been said. A new way of saying the same thing, and I think a lot of. I need to get me one of your hats. Oh yeah, the hat. We need to make some new hats. They're actually extremely reasonably priced. Yes, we're like I said, we're here's my struggle is that the merchandise really helps. It really helps. It's nice to sell merchandise because it has come in handy many times. It has helped us out, especially when I'm not touring all the time or whatever. Being able to have that income has really helped so that I can focus on doing this and making the videos and writing the books and doing all the and the calendar. I do a new calendar every year, and the just making money from the merch because I make money from social media, but not like anything you can live off of. Because as soon as I start doing really well and start actually making money on YouTube or Facebook, it seems like as soon as they see I'm doing really well, then my viewership goes down. All of a sudden, they just stop showing my stuff to everybody. I mean, they just shut it down. You know, 500,000 followers on Facebook. I can't get more than a couple thousand views on anything. My regular posts, I'm lucky if 100 people even see my posts. So social media, it's not something you can depend on. At least not for me. I mean, other people are killing it and making tons of money, and but I ain't one of those. TikTok, I made $11 last month. I'm not double digits. I'm not trying to. It's a humble brag, uh, but yeah, I've got soap. I got we. Well, I don't know. YouTube's really, they are probably hit me harder than anyone because I was doing really well on YouTube. My videos were getting a lot of attention and doing really well. And now, nothing, nothing. I think YouTube, at one point in time, I was making basically my house payment was made from YouTube. Now I'm lucky to get a tank of gas from what I make on YouTube. So it's, yeah. But I'm doing the shows and that's fun. Why do they do that? I don't know. I think part of they favor really big, the Mr. Beasts and those guys. They really focus on them because people will watch the videos over and over again. And that's what they're looking for, is something that you'll watch over and over again. And people, just the nature of the beast. My videos are not ones that people necessarily binge watch. People tell me they binge watch, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. If you're not really young and hot, they don't really care. So it's like I have to be. I have to find a way to be successful in spite of what's going on, because I don't want to sit here and blame everything out, because I look at it this way: it's my responsibility to create content people want to see, and if I'm not doing that, well, then I need to make some changes. And so maybe that's what I need to focus on, is just making better content rather than, because I can control that. I can control the content. I can't control the algorithm. I can't. All these people that make these things up say, "Oh, post during this time and do this and do that and do this, and this will increase your thing." The best videos that I've ever posted that did the best, I had no thumbnails. There's no you know, hashtags. There's not, I mean, I just post it in the middle of the day. And then the videos that I do, all the things they tell you to do, and again, it doesn't make any difference. It really doesn't make any difference. What you need to do is just create stuff people want to watch. And if I'm not doing that, well, then that's my problem. That's what I need to fix. I need to find a way to do that. And sometimes I connect with people, and sometimes I don't. Yes, this is live. This is me. I'm sitting in a hotel room in Bismarck, North Dakota, right now, and I had nothing else to do. I'm just sitting here. I've worked out today, so no reason to go to the gym. I had lunch, so I don't anymore. I don't know what is that doing. So I put the filter on that kind of darkens the back because I didn't need. You don't need to look at my hotel room. My bed's a mess. Yeah, I mean, look, I'll take the videos. I use Opus Clips, and it will take and add all the hashtags and do all that, and then the notes and the subtitles and all that stuff. And it's supposed to do so. I dress it all up. So I'll take the same video and just post it without anything, just the video, and then I'll post it with all the extra stuff, the thumbnails and everything. And usually it doesn't matter. It makes no difference whatsoever. People either want to watch it or they don't. And is it depressing? No, I mean, I enjoy because I get to meet a lot of new people, and it's a lot of fun. I'm kind of a vagabond nomad myself anyway. The hard part is when my wife can't be with me. When she's with me, I have no problem being on the road. When my wife Teresa is with me, I really just that's the best. But currently, my wife is at home in Connecticut because my son has a business that's doing really well, and he needed help with his business. So she's back there helping run his business. And then I'm just out here roaming around the countryside on my own. So when I'm with her, when I'm with her, I'm home. So it doesn't really feel like I'm traveling. It just feels like I'm hanging out with my best friend and we're having a great time. But when she's not with me, that's kind of a bummer. But at the same time, I have a really great time because, like I said, I get to meet a lot of new people, get to connect with people that I am friends with. I just didn't know it yet because I haven't met them yet, but they know a lot about me, and so I get to meet them. So it's a lot of fun. Do you have a show? We're going to get together tomorrow. I'm going to find. Let me think what the name of the place is. There's a place that has an open mic. Let me see if I can find it. There's we're going to do. There's an open mic at a brewery. I think for Gideon Brewery. I think is the place. They have an open mic, and I'm just going to show up there. So it doesn't cost anything. I think it's free. Come out. I'm going to be hanging out. I'll do a few minutes of comedy, but if you want to just come and hang out, that's it. I'm not, like I said, not charging anything. This was a last minute decision to come up here because I had a few days available, and he wanted me to come up and make these commercials. And so I came up here, and we're just hanging out. He's setting up different things that we're doing. We're doing a podcast tomorrow, and so I did a show today at a retirement home. That's what I'm doing. So Laughing Sun. Okay, now okay. So which would be better, Laughing Sun or Gideon? I don't think Laughing Sun has anything going on, but the Gideon Brewery has an open mic tomorrow, so that's kind of what we're leaning towards. But you need to be politically idiotic instead of incorrectly correct, which otherwise is Shandor Theater most likely shadow banned because they are getting their feelings hurt. Well, okay, so I don't really do political at all. I don't comment very much on current events because there's so many other people doing it that's all they do. And I'm leaning. I lean more towards I want to get more into the philosophy. I want to just share positive messages. That's what I'm about. I'm not about the political climate. And I think because I haven't pushed politics or current events, that's part of the reason I get kind of just shunned, as it were. So I don't know. So if you're in the Bismarck, North Dakota area and you want to get together tomorrow, um, let me know if you have a. It's either going to be the Laughing Sun or the Gideon's Brewery. One of those two. We haven't talked to those people. We're just going to show up. A bunch of people are going to be there. So, but right now it's. I think we're leaning towards Gideon because they actually have an event planned that we could just hop in on or just become a part of that show. And I don't want to charge anybody anything. If you, I don't have any merch. I've got some soap with me. I have a few bars of soap with me. That's all I have. Um, so my shadow ban. I think people just. I don't know. I think people are just tired. People don't want to sit and listen to my videos, so they see me and go, "Oh, that guy," and they go, "Oh, I like that guy," and they like the video, but they don't watch the video. So that's probably the biggest problem I have is that people will like my video, but they won't watch it. They say, I like that guy. And then they go, I don't need to listen to him right now. And I get it. I understand. It's not for everybody. Well, but yeah, I have no interest in making a 2 hour drive. Well, just wait. I'll get around up here. So I don't want you to go crazy out of your way. And I mean, I'd love to meet you, but you don't need to go 2 hours out of your way to come see me, please. Maybe if I do a real show, then maybe that would be fun. Um, but yeah, thank you. That is very kind of you. Um, uh, yeah, I don't. I don't know. Uh, but it's also funny because I get these comments of people like, "Oh, I liked him when he was when I first found him, but now it's all just about the almighty dollar." I'm like you think I'm getting rich off this? You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Plus, like the money I make, just helps me keep doing this more. I mean, that's how it works. If I can pay my bills with doing this, then I can keep doing this. I mean, I'm not getting rich by means. Trust me, that ain't happening. So, uh, well, you appears a little commercial last week made me smile. Oh, thank you, Rick. Yeah, it's for the same company. I'm making more commercials for those guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, well, thank you all for the kind messages. Yeah, and so but it just seems like that's kind of the struggle as an artist in anything, whether you do music, um, uh, painting, dancer, make videos, comedy, whatever it is that you do. People think that if you make money out of it, that you're somehow a sellout. It's like, no, the money's what allows me to keep doing it. Is this silly? Uh, yeah, yeah. Ernest, yeah, Ernest was an incredible actor. He was a Shakespearean actor, Jim Varney, and he started doing the commercials just sort of and pay the bills. I mean, you can be a great actor, but not do it just for the art. Well, you got to the production's got to make money. You gotta be able to pay some bills. Have a place to live so you can rehearse. That's the part people don't see. But yeah, Jim Varney was uh, very funny, very talented dude. Hey, Professor Flag, that's my nephew. Everybody, Professor Flag is my nephew, DJ in Utah. You should follow him. He could use some support too. Um, but we also don't know what it takes to run these platforms, all the traveling. Yeah, it takes a lot. I mean, you would think that just making a video, just turn on your phone, make a video. Well, yeah, but you gotta put a lot of you gotta plan out the video, you gotta write the video, you gotta figure out what you're gonna say, you gotta find a good location. I mean, there's a lot to it, and then as you get more, a lot of these people end up having a staff, and right, and it creates more and you might make more money, but you're spending a lot more money. And so, thank you, Bob Pitts. That's very kind of you. So that you're here, I'm tagging and trying to bring people last minute. Oh, well, thank you. Well, thank you, Christy. That's very kind of you. Yeah. That's kind of what we're after is. Like I said, I made the decision, or kind of figured it out, to come up here literally Monday morning. Because he wanted to make some more commercials, and so I said, "Look, the only time I've got is just this week. I could come up there for a few days. We could make the videos, and then I got to take off and go to Washington State for shows on the weekend." And so he says, "Okay, let's do it." And he started plotting and planning, and I just drove up here. And so we did the one thing today, and then we got three things. The things going on tomorrow. We're filming all afternoon. We're doing a podcast at noon, and then we're doing filming the new commercial in the afternoon, and then that evening, I just wanted to meet everybody. So it's not a full show. I didn't want to try to charge people to come to a half baked thing, because we really, I said, the decision to come up here was made yesterday, so it's not I don't have enough time to throw a show together, but I still want to meet people, and if I can do a few minutes in front of a crowd, that'll be fun. So yeah, if you want to come and meet me, I'm here in Bismarck. I would love to meet you. No stress, just come out, hang out with us. We've packed the place. It'll make the place probably thrilled to have people there. There will be other artists doing open mic. I assume it's probably a lot of music. So maybe you can come out and find a new artist that you can support. Hello, Free Alien. Free Alien. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Going, I need more laughter. There's a wisdom. Appreciate your efforts. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank all of you for the support you give me. It's amazing, whether it's merch or just coming to the shows or just sharing my videos, watching them and sharing them. All of it helps. You don't need to. You don't. That's the thing. You can support an artist without just giving them a lot of money. I mean, money helps. Don't get me wrong. We love merch and buying or watching the videos. Um, all of that helps, but also what helps is just sharing the videos, commenting. That's the biggest thing. Is if you can comment and then share the video and then watch it all the way through. Look, you can turn the volume down if I'm irritated. Just turn the volume down and then just watch the video. Um, I have family members that will do that. They're like, I can't stand to listen to your voice when you talk like that. So they'll watch the video, but they turn the volume off and they'll watch the video. I don't care. Thank you. I appreciate going through the effort to watch the video all the way through helps. But go find some local artists. Go find some local music artists and support them. Get to know who they are and listen to their music and share their music and go push your local scene. I think this is one thing that people are starting to see with social media, with the internet, is that you can build a smaller community and still survive off of that. Before you had to be big to make anything out of it. Now you don't. Now you don't need to sell out arenas and everything, be successful and happy. You can sell out small clubs and still do really well and be happy. And that's kind of where I'm at. Do you have a setup where people can give? I can probably notice they are here posted. Yeah, you can give. If you go to my website, there's a place where you can donate to my travel fund, or you can do super chats here on if you're on YouTube. But if you want to just donate, like you don't want to buy merch, but you want to help. Go to RonnieNorman.com. There's a place where you can donate to the travel fund, and I've had people send me, $5. I've had a couple of people send me significant amounts. Let's just say, and it's all very helpful. I mean, gas and car repairs and all that crap that come with it. Plus, I'm like I said, I'm trying to write a book. I'd like to get to the point where I don't have to push merch, that people will just buy it anyway. But I'm not that big yet. I don't know that I ever will be. I'm not. Well, one thing people don't know, I do stand up. That's probably my biggest challenge. Is they go, is he gonna do that thing the whole time? No, I do stand up. I've been doing stand up since November of '98, and before that, I did a lot of theater and improv, that kind of stuff. But my wife pushed me to do stand up, so I started doing stand up. And just once I got on stage and got a couple chuckles, I was like, "Oh, this is it." This is it. Well, I'm doing really well. I know I get recognized almost every day, whether people will come up and talk to me or not. But I'm grateful that people do feel comfortable to come up and talk to me. I love it. I love meeting people. I love hearing the stories. I love taking pictures with people. But I'm big, but I'm not like selling out the clubs. I mean, I've done some sellout shows, but I'm not in demand, as it were, like other comics are. So I'm big, but not for. Well, I'm big, but not for anything that's getting me moving the needle, as it were. But I was didn't recognize the character you play now in most of the shorts and videos. Oh, thank you for most like. Yeah, I've done. Yeah, like I said, I've done stand up for a long time. I've been posting on Facebook and YouTube for a long time. And I was actually had been working on a whole series of characters, not just the one. Just the one just sort of picked up and took off on its own. And yeah. Well, hello, Oklahoma. I am currently in Bismarck, North Dakota, the Super 8, hanging out here and having fun. Okay, okay. All in all fairness, I can't afford to go to Anchorage just to do a bar show. That I mean, look. In all fairness, to go to Alaska to do one show, it would cost me at least $2,500 between. Um, See, that's what I'm talking about. Free. Holy crap, my friend! Thank you very much. $100. See, that's what I'm talking. Thank you. Thank you. That you have no idea how much this helps me. Thank you so much. My goodness. You just in one swoop, you paid me more than I get for the entire month of videos on YouTube. That's what you've done right there. So thank you very much for Alien. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, like I said, I was doing a bunch of characters, and that one took off, and it's been off. When you're interacting, and you become big if the audience helps find the way ahead. I thank you, thank you. I do want to do. I'd love to do more acting. Well, Oklahoma is easier to get to than Alaska. I mean, $2,500. That would just be what it would cost for me to get to Alaska, get a hotel, be in Alaska, and then do a show. So I would need to make more than $2,500 just to even go. 2,500. I'm just breaking even at that point. So, oh, I'm going to go back to Franklin. That was a fun show. I'll be back. Oh, visual artist from Mobile, Alabama. You know the struggle. Ah, don't get me started about cruise ships. I've been I've been approached four times about doing cruise ships, and then when it came time to actually put the deal together, it never happened. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just somebody that will watch my video and go, I don't think that good. I would do very well on cruise ships, but for some reason, none of the cruise ships feel the same way. Stream on Twitch, play some video games, goofy games out there. I have my sons do Thursday night broadcast where they get together and play games, play video games together, and they're wanting to bring me in on it. And so I might start doing that. I might. I don't know. We'll see. I have a Twitch account. I don't know how I have a Twitch account, but I have a Twitch account. Never have done much with it. Okay, so the way it works. Okay, usually if somebody wants to bring me in, there's a fee involved in having me, but there's also you got to cover my travel and my accommodations while I'm there. So hotel or Airbnb or having sleep in a trailer behind your house, whatever it is that you can pull together. Um, and the problem is that I'm not big enough on ticket sales yet for a lot of places to justify bringing me in. And so most of the shows I end up doing are door deals. So I'm taking a risk. Sometimes if we sell it out and ticket sales are good, then I make money and we do well. But if I don't sell tickets and it just kind of breaks even, well, then I still do the shows. Don't get me wrong, but I don't make any money. So if you're going to bring me in, you basically guarantee me the money, and then you got to sell tickets for you to make up the money you spent to bring me in. And sometimes it doesn't work out that way, and some people don't want to take a risk with a guy who's just on TikTok famous. So that's my struggle is that I'm kind of in this weird famous-ish space, but not really all that famous. See what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. So I do meet a lot of interesting people. I get my own act together first before I start inviting talent. Yeah, yeah. If you have a place, we've done pizza shops, we've done small places that if you can seat at least 70 people, I would say we could do a show there. That makes it worth my while to come and do it. Um, but I also do. I'm starting to get into motivational speaking. Um, that's funny. If you've ever been to a conference where they bring in a professional speaker and they pay them lots of money, and then you sit there and go, well, how? What was that? Um, well, you could bring me in. People will still be going, "What was that?" But they'll be laughing about it, and that's the important thing. Sometimes, yeah, that's for sure, Jared. $5 cover charge to get in the bar. Well, how big is the bar? See, that's the thing. Some places will bring me in and they'll pay the flat rate just because they get more people coming in and they're selling booze and food, so they make their money up there. Yeah, $5. Oh, well, thank you. $3. See that $3.21. That's somebody who Astral Dusk. See, that is awesome. Thank you. $100 is awesome. $50 is awesome. But $3.20, that says I don't have any money, but I got some pocket change. I'll share you. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. You're a pure Merlin alchemist. Well, thank you very much. Um, hey, I know you could be a traveling therapist at the mental hospitals. Well, that's where I want to get into doing the the more public speaking, um, so I can espouse the philosophy and tell jokes. Throw in a fart joke here and there. That was the funniest thing to me today. Was I'm in this retirement home. It's mostly old ladies. Just so you know, if you're going to perform at an old folks' place, it's mostly old women. So you got to make them happy. And I don't know if you know, but old white women, probably the most difficult demographic you'll ever perform for. Just so you know. Just so you know. But it was fun. But yeah, I want to do that. I want to do uh, more public speaking kind of stuff. So and still do comedy. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to stop doing comedy. Okay, what? Okay. Oh, Facebook is the friends only. I did. Okay, I didn't know that. That's a good thing to know. I need to change that. I found you at Wise Guys during open mics. Much love. I'd like to start a scene in Ontario, Oregon, but Boise is jumping. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it's they're a lot of fun. I'm going to be hosting the open mic at Wise Guys, not this week, but next week, the 23rd. I will. I don't do it very often. I don't host the open mic very often because it's grueling. One, you have to watch every act, and then you got to bring up the next day. So you gotta get the evening, keep the evening rolling, keep the show going, and it can become grueling. And so I don't do them all that often. Well, mostly because I'm just not there. But I'm going to be in town that week doing shows at the Wise Guys Rickles Room, downtown Salt Lake on July 25th. So I'm going to be there for the 23rd, hosting the open mic. So if you want to come out, if you're in Salt Lake, you want to come see me, I'm going to be at the open mic, and then I'm also doing a show that Friday night. So come on out. Love to have you. The 24th, of course, is Pioneer Day. There's parades, and I'm getting a lot of hot dogs and potato salad. Have you ever seen the Austin Museum? A guy named Irving Finkel. Write down his name and check him out. You two together, even online, would be a hoot. Austin Museum guy named Irving Finkel. I have to check it out. So running will be in Bremerton, Washington on July 18th. Let's go. Oh, Clay. Oh, my goodness. Enjoy your. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Clay. That is very kind of you. Thank you very much. That really helps me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So let's see, what else have I got going on? I'm going to be in Moab, Utah, August 1st at the Blue Pig, I think it's called. And that's going to be a fun show because Moab was where my brother lived when he passed away. He's buried there. His widow, his wife, is still there. She has a barbershop called Legends Barbershop in Moab, Utah. So if you're ever in Moab, Utah, and you need your haircut, drop in and see Tammy, my sister-in-law. Say hi, and she's good people. She's very good people. Yes, $188. You guys are awesome. Thank you. You have no idea. You have no idea how much this helps me because my current bank account is down to I think I have about enough money to get me to Washington right now. That's where I'm sitting at right now because I've got enough money, gas money, to get me to Washington to do my 2 gigs. And now I have enough money to get me back to Utah because of this and you guys' generosity. So thank you. Thank you. We got more. The 20 by thank you very much. Lou, what is this top pick? Thank you. Thank you very much. Like I said, just every little bit helps. It really does. You have, oh my goodness. It's just I'm really truly humbled by your generosity, everybody. Thank you so much. This I can get home. So it's just been such a bizarre month. Lots of highs and lows. That's what I'm having right now. I'm having very big highs and very low lows over this last year. Probably more so than ever in my entire life. I mean, I've always had, you always have highs and lows. But this year has just been from one extreme to another. And you guys are just incredible. Thank you so much for your generosity and your kindness. when you're rich. if, oh, trust me, if I ever became rich, I would be one of those people that keeps. Well, actually, I've done really well at points in my life, and my problem is I just keep giving all my money away. If I had all the money back that I've given to other people, I would be out of debt and have I've just I'm too nice to my own detriment. I've had people who've needed money, and I've actually given them money, and then because I gave them the money, my bank account went into a negative. That's happened to myself many times. There we are. See, thank you, Rosh. As Astral Dust, $3.21, and I appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's very, very helpful. I know that you care. Um, but no, I've had and other people have helped me too. I mean, I don't want to sit here and go, oh, look at me. Oh, no. People have been so kind. When Tiana passed away back in November, I had no intentions of asking for anything from anybody. And then my friend Joey Shoe Trump from um, Tulsa put together a GoFundMe. And because of that, we were able to get her a proper burial. Um, so thank you, everybody, for everything you've done for me, and I really. Um, sorry, I didn't mean to. You guys have just been amazing to me. Whether you're buying merch or buying tickets, I had a gentleman who we had a show that was not selling very well, and he went and bought like 20 tickets for the show, um, and then emailed me and said, "Hey, just give these tickets to people who can be there." This guy was in like Australia, I think it was, and he's like, "Don't." He says, "Don't thank me publicly. Don't tell people about it." But he gave me he bought 20 tickets, um, and a show that was a bringer show or a self financed show, so I'll say. So the loss was going to be mine, but he came through and just. So I've had people who do that who just they can't go to the show, but they'll still buy tickets for the show. Thank you. Lily's mom, you're a joy, Rodney. Your videos make me smile every time I see them. Keep going. Thank you. Thank you. See this? You guys are awesome. Thank you. This. I have people who have sent me checks in the mail. They get my address and just send me a check in the mail. That's amazing. And here's the thing: I don't want to be. This it's struggle because you don't want to be a charity case. That's kind of where I'm at. So anyway, but thank you all. You guys are so kind. Thank you. This has been amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Free Alien. Thank you. They run any drink? No, I don't drink. Um, I've never consumed alcohol. Part of that was because of my grandfather, because the one who I make the videos, inspired by him. He was mostly a lush drunk, but if he got too drunk, he became angry. And when he was angry, we would leave. We'd go get ice cream. Mom would put us all in the station wagon. We'd go to a place over in Springville, and we'd eat ice cream. And so, no, I had a dislike of alcohol because I hated the smell of it on my grandpa. Because when he got drunk, he got angry. Um, it wasn't a good thing. And um, so I never was tempted to even try alcohol, and I just never. When you get into junior high, it's kind of glamorized. Everybody think it's pretty cool to drink. I never did. I always looked at people who drank, or well, alcohol in itself was just nothing appealing about it at all, ever. And I just never got into it. Never got into drugs. Never smoked. And I'm grateful because I've had some health issues, but I think I've been able to stay off of avoid a lot of complications to my health issues because I have not drank. I have not exacerbated my health issues, shall we say. Um, oh, that's awesome. Thank you. That's cool of you, JP Panic. Thank you for sharing it with us. Yeah, alcohol is destructive. I mean, I don't, I don't, it's just always been kind of silly to me. Um, okay, this people have suggested this that I sell my T-shirts that not just so I have merch T-shirts, but I also just have like these. I have a lot of unique T-shirts. I'm going to share with some. I just have a lot of unique T-shirts, and people have asked me to auction them off. We tried one time, and the most people anybody wanted to pay was $2. So we did. It wasn't. It sounds like. I mean, I know what you're saying, and you think people would really want my. No, no one really cares. The only people who want my T-shirts are my kids. My sons still all my T-shirts, and my wife takes my T-shirt. So when I have a T-shirt, I don't know where it's at. I'll see my sons, and they'll usually be wearing it. So my T-shirts are mostly family thing, but I do have these shirts. Here's a new one I just got at Walmart. I got this one because it's purple. My daughter's favorite color was purple, so I've been buying a lot of purple stuff. Just I thought that was pretty cool. Walmart, $7. Now this has made an appearance in several videos. This is made by a guy named Justin on Instagram. This is quite possibly the most amazing shirt I've ever seen in my entire life. And here's the back. He does incredible shirts. His shirts he auctions them off, and he gets like $1,500 for these shirts. They're amazing. If you watch his videos when he shows you how he designs them and everything. It's pure genius what he does with these shirts. So, but he made this one and sent it to me, and many people have asked for this shirt, but I probably will never part with this shirt. This will be handed down in my will to one of my children, probably. Also, people just send me make tie dyes. I did one video where I wore a tie dye, and next thing I know, I am getting overwhelmed with tie dyes, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love every one of these shirts and every one of the people who send them to me. But this was made specifically for all the tie dyes were made specifically for me. They contacted me. They said, "I want to make a shirt for you," and so they made these. And so I love wearing them in the videos because of that. So, and then here's a Reaches purchase when I was at Camp Lejeune. I picked that up at the Walmart. So, anyway, nobody wants those shirts. There we are. Look at that. $6.99. That's what I Canadian. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Somebody else, I think. So there was Clay. Oh, he did that one earlier. Gary Baker, awesome. All right. All right, Brandon. Okay. This is Brandon. He frustrates me constantly and continuously, and I care about him. And if he's a struggling artist. He's just struggling. I don't know. Anyway, if you want to support anybody else, if you go, I think Rodney's full of crap. I think he's doing really well, and but you want to give money to somebody other than me, you help Comic Brandon. He needs all the help he can get. Just so you know, I do know Brandon, and he needs all the help he can get in more ways than one. So there we go. Well, we love you so much, Rodman, and the world needs you so badly. Thanks for everything, and please keep doing what you're doing. Well, thank you very much. And because of your kindness, generosity, I can. So thank you very much. You're very kind. There we go. Skid, you're my favorite internet person, Rodney. Maybe I'll see you in OKC for a show. Invites for lunch. Bless you and thank you for everything you do. Well, thank you very much. Yes, I am going to be in OKC very soon. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you so much. So that's what I got going on. I do have, like I said, well, I'm hanging out in Bismarck, North Dakota, making a commercial. Then I'm doing a podcast tomorrow night, or not tomorrow. It's tomorrow at noon. I'm not sure if it's going live or if we're going to just record it and they'll post it later. But we're filming it tomorrow, taping it tomorrow. Then I'm making commercials. Okay, see, I'm going. Let me look. When is that? Let me look. Okay, I'm going to be in Roseburg, Oregon on August 22nd, 23rd. We just moved that. It was going to be in a small club, but now we're moving it to a theater. So just so you know about that. Let's see. September. Little Rock. I am going to be in Little Rock. So it's not OKC. It's Little Rock, Arkansas. Sorry. I need to schedule something. I was thinking it was OKC, but no, it's Little Rock, Looney Bin in Little Rock, September 7th. They're going to be at the Funny Farm Comedy Club in Youngstown, Ohio, September 12th and 13th. They're going to be in New Hampshire on the 18th. Oakmont, PA on the 20th. Then I'm doing Drew University in New Jersey, the end of September. I'm all over the place. Ever come to North Carolina? I have been to North Carolina, and I will be back. I have a brother that lives up near Charlotte, in Lake Norman, Mooresville. He lives up there, and so yeah, I'll be. If you have connections with any clubs or any locations, send them my way. If you and not just if you just don't. Okay, if you have a personal connection with a place that we can do a show, then contact me through the website. That's the best. That's the best way. If you try to contact me through any social media platform, the chance of me seeing the message is little to none because they're always doing something weird with the apps. And half the messages I never see. And then when I do see them, it's too late to do anything about it. So if you're going to contact me, do it through my website, send an email through there. And we can get back to it's just faster that way. But if you want to book me for a show, or if you want to set something up, that's the easiest, fastest way to do it. Is just contact me through there. I could. Well, I'm doing. Let me look. Hold on. Okay, so I'm doing Little Rock on Sunday the 7th. And then, but I'm doing the Blue Room Comedy Club in Springfield, Missouri, the Saturday before. So I got September 5th. It's a Friday. If we could find something, we could probably pull that off. If you know of a place that I could do a show on September 5th in Oklahoma City, that would be cool. You said you would accept a personal check for $1. that's it. You can figure out how to just send $1, so I'll just send it to you later. Well, just you know what, we'll work on that. Ontario. I do not have plans to go to Ontario yet. I've been talking to people up in Canada, but we haven't come to dates. The only dates I have available now are for next year. I'm booked up through this year, except for stuff during the week. I have a few ones, and I have a few dates that I could probably add things to if it connects to something else. I have those kind of dates available, but as far as a real weekend, I don't have anything planned. I would love to come to Ontario. I would love to come to Canada, but currently I just don't have any plans. Inspiration and get out and do something here at a Mayo Clinic. Oh, well, my heart goes out to you. But yeah, the trick is just movement. I was thinking about this today. I was at the gym, and I haven't done deadlifting in a really long time. And I really needed to. I'm not trying to win any awards, mind you. I'm not trying to enter bodybuilding competitions or anything. I just want to take care of myself. I just want to be healthy. And so I was in the gym today, and I started doing deadlifting, and I can't do the weight that I used to do. Back when I was a younger man, I could put up several hundred pounds. I think the most I deadlifted was 500. Now I put on like 225. Couldn't do it. I once or twice I was done. I had to lower the weight so I could get some reps in. Um, but the thing is, if you feel like you don't want to go to a gym because you don't feel like you belong, that's why you should go to the gym. Don't worry about the people who are lifting heavy and stare at themselves in the mirror. They don't care that what you look. They're not looking at you anyway. Don't feel any of that pressure. Just go and just move your body. Go and lift things. You don't need a lot of weight. Um, just do it. Just do the machines. You don't need to get crazy with. Just move your body. Just go for a walk. Get outside. Just move. Here's my friend Rob. You will the other thing again. Working on as well. Thanks, Rob. Rob is a good friend. I met, he was hiring me. He contacted me. I can tell you about this guy. He contacted me about doing a video with another guy. So he contacted me and I met him in Vegas. At the time, he had this big Provost tour bus. And I went and hung out with him. And ever since then, we've become good friends. And I've been to his home, stayed at his home a couple times. Just wonderful dude, and he's out just adventuring, just living life, and having a great time. Very good friend. So yeah, thanks, Rob. Oh well, this is cool. I just want to see him pop in and say I love your face. Well, thank you, Jay Wilson. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Integrate AI. I don't. I've played around with the AI, but I really haven't gotten gotten into it. Uh, yeah, I don't think I'm going to pursue the AI thing that much. To be honest with you. But anyway, hey, you guys, this has been amazing. You guys are awesome. Um, Thank you, everyone who's donated the super chats. Um, there's the spirit, Clay. That's the spirit. Um, I mean, uh, I am trying to take good care of myself. But I got things. I got to go to sleep. I got a big day tomorrow. I got things going on. I'm gonna go work out again in the morning. If you want to join me and you're in Bismarck, I'm going to be at the Planet Fitness in Bismarck. The one that's across the street. I don't know if there's another one, but the one I'm going to is the one that's across from where the old big K is. They used to have a big K, and they still got the sign up for it. It's pretty cool. So if you want to come hang out with me at the Planet Fitness tomorrow, I'm going to be there in the morning, and then I'm doing the podcast, and then we're filming commercials, and then we are going to Gideon's Brewery. I think I've just made the game time decision. We're going to Gideon's Brewery tomorrow night for the open mic. We're just going to be hanging out. I think I have 7 bars of soap for sale. If I'm hoping to sell all 7 of them so that I have money to get me to Washington, or at least help get me to Washington. Thank you very much for the super chats, for the donations. This is amazing. You guys are awesome. I love each and every one of you, and hope life is treating you well. And you have a good evening, everybody. Have a super freaking awesome night, Steph. Okay, bye.